You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
ESPN Beaver Dam.
Nice softball/baseball themed bumper to get us back in here as we transition away from the Dam Sports Show and over to the official pregame show for Beaver Dam softball against the Oregon Panthers as Badger Large play continues. Something about Oregon and putting together perfect seasons. Their girls basketball team went a perfect 24-0 last year and made it to the sectional finals before being the runners-up in that regard. And their softball team is now one win away. They can accomplish that today from their season total from last year. 16-0 overall and 9-0 in the Badger Large. We've talked about the rigor of this Badger Large conference before. We have Watertown, who went to the state semifinals. Milton, who was the Division I runner-up. Obviously, Beaver Dam was a sectional finalist. And then the team I felt like not enough people were talking about is now 16-0.
Yeah, and there's a reason for it, too. This is a team that does it on all ends of the field. Whether it's up there, they can deliver timely hits. You're always getting impressive action from the circle for this team. And Beaver Dam saw it firsthand here just a little bit over a month ago. They didn't record a hit in that game. They lose 4-0. It's a team that came in, that Beaver Dam squad has been scoring like 15 runs a game. And then all of a sudden they run into this red-hot team. And there's a reason why they got that block O right now. And the loss section for this Oregon team right now, it's going to be a big ask tonight for the Golden Beavers, but defend home field. Struggling a little bit of late. It's a good opportunity to play a really strong team this stage of the year. Kind of figure out measuring stick where you're at.
Yeah, and right now they're in a three-way tie that includes Waunakee and the other 5-5 team, Milton, the D1 runner-ups. And Milton hasn't exactly, if you've seen them play, fallen off either. It's just a testament to how difficult top to bottom this conference has been, as you brought it up, Wally. These two teams played back on April 17th at Oregon. Weather was a little different at that point. Wind was blowing in, a lot colder. The elements were probably more pitcher-friendly, but nothing to take away from the no-no that Oregon recorded, and it is Carly Zick, the name to watch out for. She's a Division I recruit to Villanova, in the circle again today, going back-to-back. I'm pretty sure that Oregon team understands the significance of this matchup. The Golden Beavers are a huge threat. They're defending co-conference champions out of the Badger Large, going up against a team that is about 60-65% of the way to that perfect season that so many teams go after at the beginning of the year. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break here on Daily Dodge TV at 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. And then after the 2-minute break, you'll hear from head coach Quinn Hines ahead of Oregon and Beaver Dam. This is Beaver Dam Girls Softball on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate, plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
There's power in your smile. It can make or break a day, start a conversation, even double a dose of courage. Columbus Family Dental is committed to protecting your grin ear to ear. Young and old, orthodontics to cosmetics, we're here to make it that much easier to share your smile. Columbus Family Dental, now accepting every kind of smile.
Shop the pin!
Don't get caught with an empty pantry and fridge for the playoffs. Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam and Mayville has you covered. Snacks, liquor, meat, and everything neat. Stop on over for great meals, deals, and more. For any sort of festivities at this time of the year, make your hosting a clutch performance. There's even plenty of goods for games on the road, too. What are you waiting for? Visit your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam and Mayville today. Shop online at foxbrospigglywiggley.com.
In baseball and personal injury law, winning matters. And at Gruber Law Offices, we fight and we win. Real cases, real results. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
The Beaver Dam softball team returns to their home diamond to take on the conference-leading Oregon Panthers. Let's welcome in head coach Quinn Hines for the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers softball team. Coach, we've talked before about how this conference is going to show its teeth in 2025, and you knew that through 9 Badger Large games at the point that I'm talking to you before the Milton game on Monday night. Can you give me the conference matchup you were most impressed with your group and the one that you felt came with the most lessons to learn?
Yeah, I mean, the conference it's tough. It's been a good conference. I mean, we're first time through. We're starting second time. We played Oregon tough the first time. I mean, I know we got no hit, but we played a really good game. Mm-hmm. It was a close game throughout. Same thing with Watertown. Those are the top 2 front runners right now. I mean, the Watertown game was a 1-0 game in the 5th. Those games there's some lessons to be learned as far as we just got to play a little cleaner. We have to finish innings. Kind of the same thing against Wanakee second time through, really both times against Wanakee. So all 4 of our losses, really close games that we were in it, late innings, and we just weren't able to put some runs across, or we made a mistake that kind of cost us. On the other side, we've really hit the ball well against a lot of teams. The key for us right now is to continue to be consistent and finish innings and not let teams back into the game. And we're starting to get a little bit better at that, but that's still something that we're continuing to focus on.
We've talked about the bats being a strong suit for this offense before. Through 16 games in total, 8 different players for you have at least 10 RBI. How has having a strong lineup top to bottom benefited this team and maybe made life a little easier for you as a coach?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's nice. It's nice to not have to rely on just one person or one part of the lineup to get the job done. I mean, obviously, with Emma and Kendall, Aubrey and Maddie at the top, they've been pretty consistent as far as being able to get on base and put runs on the board. But we've had the bottom of the lineup really come through. I mean, Selly's been really consistent throughout the year as it's gone on. Liv Semrau has chipped in. Addie Damon's been really good. Joy Milkey, is not a typical 9 hitter for most teams. For us, she's hitting almost 400 and got like 14 RBIs on the year. So to be able to score through all different types of all different parts of your lineup is really important. It kind of allows us to not be one-dimensional, and there's never an inning where we feel like, hey, we don't have a chance to score this inning. So that's been a really big boost early in the year. We're trying to figure out our pitching situation, and really that's really settled down. Pitching, our pitchers have really come on strong over the last few weeks. Now we just got to catch that on the defensive end as well.
So to marry a couple of things you just said there, you mentioned Addie Damon as an asset, kind of in the middle third to last third of your lineup, but she's also been one of your main pitchers. She's worn a lot of hats this year already. Starting pitcher, reliever, 300 hitter at the plate. You could say this for a couple of players on your squad, but how do you feel that Addie has handled the multifaceted role that she's taken on this season?
Yeah, and she's really doing it well. I mean, she's our most consistent starting pitcher at this point. Really, we look back the last couple weeks. Oregon, she held them to 3 earned runs. Watertown to 2 earned runs. The Forest the other day was just 1. So her ERA is under 3.3 for the last 3 weeks. And it was a little rough to start for us, but a lot of that was feeling each other out and trying to get a handle on pitch calls. The Monona Grove game that we won, she was amazing. Goes 9 strong innings and strikes out the side in the bottom of the 9th, and she's really come on strong. She contributes at the plate. She runs the base as well. Defensively at shortstop, she's been a rock too. So she's worn a lot of hats, as you say, but she's done them all very well, and she's only getting stronger as the season goes.
She's been a lot of fun to watch too. This Oregon game is the first of 3 in a row now at the Beaver Dam softball diamond after being on the road for the better part of the last 2 weeks. 7 of the last 9 have been away from your home diamond. How does it feel to know you'll be home for a bit again?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of looked at that stretch of the schedule, and we knew that middle stretch was tough when we had a bunch of road games in a row and you stacked up some good teams. And now we're going to come home, and I think we have 8 of our last 10 at home. Mm-hmm. So really kind of, hope to get it going and play well at home. We have played well at home so far this year, but it is nice to not have to get on the bus and get out of school early and get a better routine. That definitely helps, but also the nice weather and, just feeling a little more relaxed. I think a better routine at home games. So it's nice, and we're looking forward to finishing strong at the home stretch of this year.
All right, last one for you here, Coach, and I appreciate the time as always. The last time your team played Oregon, the Panthers did win that one 4-0. What makes them dangerous at the top of the Badger Large right now, and how do you want your group to approach the second matchup of the season against them?
Well, Carly Zick's the best pitcher in the conference. I mean, she's a Division I commit going to Villanova. She's a legitimate pitcher. And I actually thought she no-hit us that day, but we had really good approaches in that game. We had really good at-bats. We had some long at-bats. We fouled off tough pitches. We hit into some bad luck. Wind was blowing straight in, so it wasn't a great day for hitting. But she's really, really good. We have to grind out at-bats against her, and you have to hope that she makes a couple of mistakes. But they're impressive. I think they're the most complete team in the conference. They have pitching, good hitting speed. So it's going to be a really tough task against Oregon, but we're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to the challenge as always.
Well, Coach Hines, thank you so much for the time as always, and best of luck against those Panthers.
All right, thanks, Corey.
That was Beaver Dam softball head coach Quinn Hines. It is the Panthers and the Golden Beavers coming up on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
You know that old Wisconsin saying, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. Well, JB Mechanical is here to ensure your home's heating and cooling system is ready for all of it. As your trusted local HVAC expert, JB Mechanical installs top-of-the-line systems to keep your home comfortable no matter what Mother Nature throws at you. From chilly mornings to warm afternoons, they've got you covered with precision, care, and expert service. Invest in your comfort today and give JB Mechanical a call. Online at jbmechllc.com. Your proud trained dealer.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
Thinking about selling your home in 2025? Well, unless you have a crystal ball or a time machine, it's best to start planning now. At Kladowski Real Estate, we don't bite, we don't pressure, and we definitely don't make you sign anything in blood. Just a relaxed chat about your real estate questions, dreams, and wants, even the weird ones. Spring market's here, and it's the perfect time to get ahead of the game. At Kladowski Real Estate, people are the priority, and we've got answers, snacks, and probably too many pens. Call today and let's talk real estate. Kladowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
Are you ready to score big on home comfort? Cheer on our area athletes with McKinstry's Home Furnishings. From plush recliners to luxurious sofas, stylish bedroom sets to cozy area rugs, and all the accessories you need to make your home a winner. Whether you're outfitting your man cave or upgrading your living room with MVP style, McKinstry's has you covered. Game on with McKinstry's Home Furnishings, where winning starts at home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
At Preferred Dental Partners, our core values are more than just something we put on our wall. They're something we live out. Core value number 2 is the wow experience. This means that from the moment you walk in the door until the time you leave, we want to provide an experience for our patients that is unlike anything you've had before. There are lots of choices of dentists, and we never want anyone to feel they have to be here. We want them to choose to be here because they feel heard, welcomed, and well cared for. If you want to see what the wow experience is about, call or text Preferred Dental Partners today.
Presented by Real Sports.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
PN Beaver Dam.
74 degrees and sunny here at the Beaver Dam softball diamond as the Panthers and the Golden Beavers are just about set to get underway. Got both coaches, Coach Merckx for the Panthers and Coach Hines for the Golden Beavers exchanging the lineup cards, talking with the umpires, going over the ground rules for today as we're about 6 minutes out from first pitch. Spring sports on both Daily Dodge TV and 1430. ESPN Beaver Dam are brought to you by JB Mechanical. Gruber Law Offices, our scoreboard sponsor for today. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all. Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland Pizza Ranch, the Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for Your Home, Marine Park Technical College, White Construction, Spartan Flooring, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. You can make Marine Park Technical College your first choice, tailored to an education that is for your success and growth with campuses in Beaver Dam, Fond du Lac, and West Bend. Visit marinepark.edu/first choice. That is marinepark.edu/first choice if you would like to learn more. I can't really complain about the weather today, I'll be honest. Beautiful out.
After what we saw about a month ago, I like to bring it up. The DeForest game where we're out here, it's like 40 degrees. You got 30 miles an hour wind. Couldn't have dreamt of this day about 31 days ago or so?
Yeah, was that April 10th?
Yeah, so we're getting close there. Now you're out here. You got a perfect day. You got two high-quality teams playing, and couldn't be more excited for this one, Corey Sparks.
Yeah, that was the home opener for the Golden Beavers. They ended up putting up what is still, and it probably will be for a bit, a season-high 25 runs in conference play. They beat out DeForest 25-3. They put up a 15 spot in one of the first couple of innings of that game. I don't think I've seen that in person before. So that's just a testament to what this offense can do. But then on the other end of the coin, Oregon enters today at 16-0, and their performance in the circle has been a huge reason why they've shut out 6 teams out of the 16 opponents they've faced. Some of them doubled up in conference play. They have held 10 of them to less than 2 runs. So a dominant team on one front, dominant team on the other front. And the last time that Beaver Dam played Oregon, again, got not only shut out 4-0, but no hit. So we're going to see these two different play styles clash once again today.
You saw Coach, or at least heard Coach Hines there in that interview, though, right before we went to break, though. Yeah, they were no hits. Sometimes that's the thing about softball, thing about baseball, where you run into a hot pitcher, it doesn't matter how good you are at the plate. They had good approaches in that game. Yes. It just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it was one of those where he felt like they lined into a lot of outs, made some hard contact. You won't hear a coach very often say they're pleased with a no-hitter, but he felt like the approach and the way that their plate discipline was showing and everything in between, it was fundamentally they were doing everything fine. It's
sometimes
just you're going
the
up
way
against,
the ball bounces.
Yeah, and you're going up against a pitcher that he, without hesitation, described as the best in the Badger Large, and that is very high praise considering Watertown has a couple that you could put in that spot. Kelly Craig Schnell, who put on a performance after performance going into the state semifinals last year. Alex Johnson, they're getting back pretty soon. And he said Carly Zick is it. That is far and away the best pitcher in this conference. High praise, and Beaver Dam gets another crack at her today.
They are going to get another crack at her. I know that they're hungry to go out there and prove that they can compete. They played hard in that game. Lost 4-0. Tight game. Defense was good. Pitched well themselves. Again, sometimes that's the way it goes. Opportunity now, though, to go back to your home field where you're 5-1 this year. Chance to make it 6-1, give Oregon their first loss of the year. I know both these teams are very motivated to get a win tonight.
Yeah, Beaver Dam went 19-5 last year, so going late into the season, compiling a lot of wins, having that target on your back, that's a familiar feeling for a lot of these young women. And for Oregon, they still had a great season last year. They were 17-11, again, a chance to match that win total today, just past the halfway point of the season. They went 8-6 in conference to Beaver Dam's 12-2. Do our best to give you a good listen to the national anthem here off the PA system at the Beaver Dam Softball Diamond. And there is a decent chance you heard more of the drag racer behind us than the national anthem itself, but you know what? That's all right.
Yeah, it's with the
Did our
thought that
best.
counts is what they tell you.
Yes, absolutely.
Looking behind us, too, you got the moon out tonight.
What?
Early.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're about, I
Just
don't know,
throws
it's
you
at
off?
the half Wayne Gibbous. I don't know how they say it. It's just like, there's like 15 words
Gibbous
for the
is
moon.
a word they
It's
use.
about halfway full. That's
Yes.
where I got for you.
There we go. Good moon report.
You got it. Moon report here from the day. I think that's my moon report.
Uniform matchup for you today, about as much contrast as you'll get. Beaver Dam, the white tops, white bottoms, knee-high green socks, and green lettering and numbering with a little splash of gold across the neck plate. And then for Oregon, it's black tops, white bottoms, knee-high, black socks. I'm not used to seeing the Panthers eliminate the orange from their color scheme, so that's going to be a bit of an adjustment today.
I'm digging the kind of new school look of where you have the white font outline, the black on black. It's kind of going to be tricky for us when we're calling up here, but when you get it up close, it looks slick with that Panthers look, the way it's spelled. How would you even describe it? It's like a chalk outline of the word, just leaving it plain.
Yeah, basically a real minimalist design. And here is how the Panthers stepping in to today with a 16-0 record and 9-0 in conference play. Lineup on offense 1, 2, and 3. Monte, and Carly Zick, the Division I recruit to Villanova. 4, 5, and 6 is Simpson, Prescott, and Cook. 7, 8, and 9, Lavoie, and Kaylee Radke. For a squad that's led out there by sixth-year head coach Scott Merckx. Has a chance to have his winningest season of his young career with this team, about two-thirds of the way through it. First pitch from Emma Julka is fouled down the left side by Annika Monte. And we are underway here at 5:01:74 and very, very sunny. Monte coming off a 2-for-3 performance. Runs scored. Hit one runner in with a walk as well. It was a 7-0 shutout victory against Wanakee. 0-1 from Julka. Misses high and away to even the count out at 1-1. Monte's a freshman, typically plays around the outfield. Going to start in center today for the Panthers. 1-1 from Emma. Chopper up the left side. That just fades off the chalk about 25 feet up the third baseline. It's 1-2.
You're seeing the left side of the infield play inside the bag right now. Expecting possibly that quick slap down the line.
Yeah, kind of that push shot. That's what they're anticipating. It's 1-2. Here comes Julka, and this is just outside for ball 2. Emma with an earned run average in the mid-4s. Kind of been that second option behind Addie Damon in this rotation. 2-2. Popped up down the third base line and foul and snagged out of the air nonchalantly by Kendall Fakes. There is the first out. Here is how the Golden Beavers line up on defense. Left to right in the outfield, Milky, Bryant, and Bader. Fakes is over there in the hot corner. She just snagged the first out of the evening. Damon's at short. Olivia Semrau is at second. Sally Lumens at first. Jillian Shave catching balls and strikes for Emma Julka, who enters today at 3-3 through 43 innings pitched, an ERA at 4.7, 35 strikeouts to 13 walks, and she puts a strike over the heart of the plate to Annabelle Monte.
Saw her work on the outside part of that plate in the first batter, staying in that right-handed batter's box.
0-1. Skips in, it's ball one. Beaver Dam's got a lot more clarity in the circle now. It seems to be Damon and or Jolka to start. Sometimes Jolka will inhabit that closer role. She has 3 saves through 17 games. Her 1-1. A bouncer back up the middle. She snags it off the perimeter of the circle. Chucks on over to first. 2 up, 2 down for Beaver Dam.
Nice backhand play there, too. A little hard up the middle. It would have been a tough play for short if Jolka isn't able to corral that, but able to get that backhand, throw it on over to first.
1-3 on the putout. There's quickly 2 down. Jolka's been more the strikeout pitcher as Damon's got 22 strikeouts through about double the innings, has relied more on weak contact as Emma gets the strike signature against Carly Zick, a pitcher versus pitcher matchup here. With 2 down here in the top of the first, the count is 0-1. And quickly back to work the 0-1. Changeup, low and inside, just off the plate. Evens the count out at 1-1. Emma pulled the string on that one. Zick did a little bit of everything in the 7-0 victory yesterday as she takes ball 2, ankle level, just off the plate. She went 2 for 4 at the plate, had a triple, 2 RBI, and a run scored, and then in the circle had 7 shutout innings, 4 hits allowed, 12 strikeouts. That is par for the course for her all season long.
All around, just phenomenal.
2-1 misses low and outside. It's 3-1 a hitter's count on Zick, who, without hesitation, head coach Quinn Hines described as the best pitcher in the Badger Large. 3-1, and she was respected as such. Takes a 5-pitch walk. Not a bad hitter either.
No, not quite. Beaver Dam was strong in the field, and they did play this Panthers team their first matchup. Again, they gave up 4 one-run innings, but again, solid in the field, depending on that defense to make those routine plays.
Here's Tegan Simpson. Jolka's back to work. There's the changeup, runner going. The throw on the way from Shave. It skips in late, and Zick is in scoring position. Aggressive on the base paths early are these Panthers, trying to get out in front. Long pause from Jolka. Here's the 1-0. Is sliced down the right field line, fading towards the chalk, and it's foul. Bader.
That was hidden just behind my line of sight. That
kind of a
had
blind
to be
spot
very,
for us up
very
here.
Close.
Bader could not get to it, so it was just a matter of whether or not that ball was going to be in play. And that would have surely scored the run. Zick was halfway around third, running on contact with 2 outs by the time that ball hit the grass. 1-1 the count, 2 down, runner on second. Changeup flies in and floats below the zone for ball 2. Emma's getting more and more comfortable with that secondary pitch.
We've seen it more even today than I think we saw in the first 2 outings. We came out here watching our pitch together.
2-1. Hard ground ball up the right side, gloved and tossed over to first. Semrau to Lumens, 4-3. The Golden Beavers work around a runner in scoring position. And it is 0-0 on your Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All scoreboard. We'll head to the bottom of the first. The Beavers bring out the bats next here on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
Play garage music. Silica can make any home a smart home. Whole home wiring, speakers, and smart control make your home an oasis that anticipates your every need. Whether you're seeking comfort, entertainment, peace of mind, inspiration, or just a moment of tranquility. Existing or new construction, Silica has the skill to make any home a smart home. Silica for your home.
Hey there, I'm Ryan, and I need to tell you everything you're missing out on. At the end of a long day, there is no better way to decompress than cozying up in your reclining chair or sectional.
You've got that right. Slumberland has furniture that's built for your lifestyle. We believe everyone should have the most comfortable and convenient options to recline, relax, and recharge.
That's right. At Slumberland, we've got 0% interest financing, free delivery, and we carry the biggest brands and mattresses like Sealy, Nectar, Purple, and Tempur-Pedic.
I'm Stacy, the girl next door with the big box store, and we look forward to seeing you at Slumberland Furniture.
We welcome you back to the Beaver Dam Softball Diamond. Scoreless after 1. The Panthers don't go down necessarily in order as Carly Zick got on via a walk, stole second, but then a 4-3 ground out from Tegan Simpson from Semrau to Lumens holds the score at a serve. Beaver Dam is up to bat. They've got quite the opponent in the circle in Carly Zick, who no-hit them last time and has 4 shutouts this season, just past the halfway point of the season. She is committed to play softball at the University of Villanova, Division I recruit. Yeah, these teams, you could almost argue they swapped places from last year. Beaver Dam had the Division I recruit last year, one of the Fakes sisters. It wasn't Kendall, but Gabby Fakes, who is now playing at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And they were 19-5, 12-2 in conference, hung around not only in that top third, but at the top until the end of the season, where they had to split with Milton. Now that's Oregon. The only difference is they're not tied with anybody. They're 9-0.
Yeah, we weren't able to get to the first one. We were covering, I believe, the baseball team the night of the first matchup between these two teams. So this is our first personal look getting to see Zick on the mound. And I tell you, just in warm-ups there's a pop to the ball that comes off her hand that
Flies
you don't
off her
see
hand.
in softball at this age very often.
Yeah, she's probably living low to mid-60s if you had to give it the eye test, which is very scary from about 40 feet away. For the Golden Beavers, it's Jolka, Bryant, Fakes, Kuzhabuski, Lumens, Milky, Damon, Shave, Bader. And Beaver Dam is 10-7 through 17, 5-5 in Badger Large. Zick is ready. She faces Jolka, and Emma takes a letter-high fastball on the outer third for strike one. It buzzes over the plate. That's just a different velocity.
Yeah, that comes in pretty quick for you as you have Radke actually playing in probably close to 10 feet inside the third baseline.
Anticipating that slap bunt. Jolka instead gets jammed in on the hands and pops one right over to Radke at third. She didn't have to move much. There is one out.
No, both getting a pop up the third on their opening batters here. Weak contact from both leadoff players. But again, you're seeing Radke. I said 10 feet inside the line, and for you guys watching on radio, 10 feet in front of the bag. Excuse me.
Very, very close, and she's staying there. Here is Maddie Bryant fouling one off the screen. It's 0-0 on your Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. We're in the bottom of the first with one out. Beaver Dam is up to bat, and Maddie Bryant faces an 0-1 count. This is the part of a lineup where if Beaver Dam's going to get that monkey off their back, get a hit against Zick. It might be one of your 400 to 500 hitters. Bryant fouls one off up over the opposing dugout. It is 0-2.
Well, this is one of those contrasts, too. When you go from call-in baseball and softball games, very different sports in the sense that being patient necessarily for the sake of trying to get a pitcher out doesn't work in softball.
No, you can't really work someone out of their pitch count or their overall pitch count.
So you're seeing the Beavers attack early.
Ooh. 0-2, and the paint was just off there. Zick went high and away. Bryant did not offer at it. It is 1-2 on the 370 hitter with 17 RBI, one of 7 different players with at least 10 runs batted in for Beaver Dam. Long stare in from Zick. Here's the 1-2. Wave and a miss. It pops out of the glove, but Bryant was not aware that drop third strike was in play, and she's kind of caught off guard marching back towards the dugout. 2 up, 2 down.
Zick did get 13 strikeouts her first time against the Golden Beavers this year.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So pretty good
missed
stuff.
A lot of bats. Really good stuff off that right arm. And again, you're going to see, I think, Golden Beavers be aggressive early in the count.
Our next opponent is Kendall Fakes, who steps into the left-handed batter's box and waves through strike one, letter high over the plate.
3 first pitch swings for the Golden Beavers so far this inning. I think that's going to be the game plan today is work quickly, Corey.
Yeah, try and chase after that first pitch strike, which Zick is usually good for. Wants to get out in front. Beaver Dam wants to attack. 0-1, fouled off the screen. She's really trying to cut off that swing once she gets ahead in the count. Working that inner third. Fakes is a 483 hitter in the 3-hole for Beaver Dam today.
483.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of superb.
Team best 25 RBI. Her sister Gabby, again, playing at the University of Wisconsin-Madison this year. Zick goes hard fastball, middle, and Fakes just fights it off. That's just a challenge fastball. That's I trust my stuff, and I'll put it in the zone, and we'll see if you can catch it.
Yeah, good piece of hitting, too. Just foul it off, keep yourself alive, give yourself another pitch.
0-2 with 2 down. Here in the bottom of the first, we're scoreless. Zick to Fakes. Misses just high and outside.
Good
nibbling
take.
at that corner. Fly out to third, strikeout swinging. Here's the 1-2 from Zick. Her pitch. Caught a piece of Kendall Fakes. Oh, wait a minute. Got a wave off by the crew chief. And are they saying she swung through on it? It caught her elbow guard. She's kind of pointing at her forearm right now, and I believe the argument from the crew chief today is that she was in the swinging motion and that would retire her. Get a discussion here between the first base ump and the crew chief as Coach Heinz jumped off his third base coach responsibility, and his refute's going to be valid. Fakes takes the base. The argument was whether or not that hypothetical swing broke the plane. If she just simply checked it and it caught her forearm, she's good to take her base. And Coach Merckx wants an explanation as well. As initially, Fakes was about 25 feet up the first base line, got told to come back, thought we saw an out signal, and now she has been granted first.
Sorry, Corey, I'm not trying to be silent on you on purpose. I'm trying to figure out what's going on myself here.
Yeah.
Again, a little change up there on the call. We're going to get Beaver Dam does have that runner at first down, the hit by pitch, and an opportunity here with 2 outs to get something going on here.
Here's Chloe Kujabuski, the designated player for today. Runner on first, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. She swipes through, strike 1. Kujabuski with the team best 2 long balls, 12 RBI as well, 296 hitter in the cleanup spot today. 0-1 from Zick. Floats up high for ball 1.
Yeah, we saw her take one over to the scoreboard here about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Mike Tronson on the call for that one.
That was a no-doubter off the bat. Had the first home run of the season as well. The first series for Beaver Dam. 1-1, pops out of the glove and is up high off of Simpson's hand. Fakes takes advantage and swipes the extra 60 feet. Runner on second, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Very similar scenario to what Emma Jolka was facing in the top half of this frame.
Yeah, now just look for a base hit. Very good chance you do score that runner if you get it to the outfield.
2-1. Clips the lower half. For strike 2 and Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second as Kujabuski pauses outside the right-handed batter's box and steps back in. The 2-2 from Zick. Popped down the right side. Meandering near the foul line is Cook. She makes the grab, trotting to her left. And Beaver Dam also strands a runner on second base. We are scoreless after 1 frame on your Gruber Law Office's 1 call. That's all scoreboard. Top of the second between Oregon and Beaver Dam when we return here on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
White Construction is cheering on our student athletes in the community, and they want you on their winning team too. They are expanding and looking for passionate individuals who want to build their future as a team. Join a company that values teamwork, excellence, and community spirit. They're now hiring for multiple positions around Wisconsin, including general labor, fieldwork, and heavy equipment operators. Visit congruix.com to apply today and step up to the plate with White Construction. Let's build something great together.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
A reminder, you can make Moraine Park Technical College your first choice for an education that is tailored to your success and your growth, with campuses located in Beaver Dam, Fond du Lac, and West Bend. Visit morainepark.edu/first choice to learn more. We enter the top of the second. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Panthers. First pitch swinging by Avery Prescott, and she fouls it off over the screen behind the little grandstand here, and right around where we were playing catch about an hour before the game today.
Yeah, we unfortunately saw a lot of our baseballs get landing right around there instead of in one of our gloves. But
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's true. Nobody was there to see it, so I think we're good.
Yeah. Our story against theirs. The 0-1 misses low and outside. The count is 1-1 on the starting left fielder, number 13, Avery Prescott. The righty steps back in and swipes and misses at the 1-1.
You saw that change up in the first inning. She left it low quite a bit there. You're actually able to keep it painted on the bottom part of the zone. If she's able to control that pitch, that's going to be a huge asset for today.
Prescott takes one in on the hands and skips it past the outstretched glove of Damon, the shortstop. It rolls into left field, and there's the first hit for either side today.
Yeah, right through the 5.5 hole. Good piece of hitting, 2 strikes.
Prescott, a true utility player, listed as playing around the outfield, sometimes infield. Again, her responsibilities, at least for the start of this one, lie in left field today. 1 on, nobody out. It is 0-0 in the top of the second. On your Gruber Law Office's 1 call, that's all scoreboard. Here is Rachel Cook showing bunt from the left side, and she bunts it up the first baseline. It fades out into foul territory. Jolka picks it up wisely, and that will be strike 1.
Have both the corners inside the bag here. Expecting that bunt to come once again here. Move that runner ahead.
0-1 the count with a runner on first. This time Cook holds the bat over her shoulder and watches strike 2 buzz by. Fakes can now play back at her traditional position, although that first bunt went up the right side. 0-2. Jolka tries to nibble at the corner and misses just outside in the right-handed batter's box. The count 1-2 with a runner on first. Beaver Dam coming off a tough 6-2 loss against Milton. That completes the series between those teams. Ended in a split. Strike 3 on the 1-2 as Cook offered at it, and there's the first K of the evening for Emma Jolka.
Yeah, good approach there. Once you got up 0-2 and then on that 1-2 pitch, stay low and away, kind of make that opposing pitcher chase or at least change that eye level strike zone. Get a swing there, and now in a position here. Run our first one out.
Here's Evelyn Lavoie stepping into the right-handed batter's box. She shows bunt. And after she showed bunt and the pitch made it across the plate, Selly Lumens jogged in a good 20-25 feet. Corners are tucked here for the Beaver Dam infield. And now we get the confirmation. That was ball 1. 1-0 from Jolka. Bunted successfully back up the middle. Her only play is at first. She takes it. And Avery Prescott advances into scoring position. And for the second straight inning and the third straight time now through an inning and a half, we have a runner on second with 2 outs.
Yeah, neither of the times in the first inning, neither for the Panthers or the Golden Beavers, able to cash in with a 2-out base hit. Here Emma's going to look to get that crucial third out again. Keep Golden Beavers in a position to threaten.
Her next opponent, designated player A.J. Lavoie. The ball pops out of the glove of Shave. She throws on down to third and gets the runner. Prescott was on the move, caught off guard. She comes up confused, thinking she beat the throw. And that is how the top of the second ends. 0-0 on your Gruber Law Office's 1 call. That's all scoreboard. It is 5, 6, and 7. Lumens, Milky, and Damon due up when we come back on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
There's power in your smile. It can make or break a day, start a conversation, even double a dose of courage. Columbus Family Dental is committed to protecting your grin ear to ear. Young and old, orthodontics to cosmetics, we're here to make it that much easier to share your smile. Columbus Family Dental, now accepting every kind of smile.
Don't get caught with an empty pantry and fridge for the playoffs. Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam and Mayville has you covered. Snacks, liquor, meat, and everything neat. Stop on over for great meals, deals, and more. For any sort of festivities at this time of the year, make your hosting a clutch performance. There's even plenty of goods for games on the road, too. What are you waiting for? Visit your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam and Mayville today. Shop online at foxbrospigglywwiggly.com.
We enter the bottom of the second in a scoreless ball game between the Golden Beavers of Beaver Dam and the Oregon Panthers here at the Beaver Dam Softball Diamond. Second matchup of the season between these two teams, and one common similarity is that Oregon had the same starter. The first time that their starter in Carly Zick was up, she no-hit Beaver Dam. She didn't retire them in order in the first inning, had to work around a hit by pitch that turned into a runner in scoring position, but left the first inning unscathed. She faces 5, 6, and 7, 5 being Selly Lumens, who steps up from a left-handed batter's box and swipes through the first strike of the bottom of the second.
And yet another time we're seeing that first pitch swing approach, that aggression. Big healthy hack there from Lumens.
That's a good point. Beaver Dam's been very aggressive very early. The 0-1 taken just above the letters but well over the plate for ball one. Beaver Dam's coming off a 6-2 loss to Milton. Mentioned before it was a series split. The first ball game between those two went a little different. It was 15-13 in favor of Beaver Dam. 1-1. Low and in on the hands, and Lumen scoops under it for strike two. Not the cleanest game for Beaver Dam against Milton either yesterday. Had a couple of errors, something Coach Hines wasn't too pleased with. He felt like the team shot themselves in the foot a little bit. Still held close, though. 1-2, wave and a miss, strikeout number 2 of the evening, and out number 1 of the bottom of the second for Carly Zick.
Again, we saw 13 in that first matchup. Again, I like the early aggression. I like the swings from the Golden Beavers here. Just, it's hard to, it's easier said than done, but we've got to find a little contact here.
Yes.
Challenge this defense for the Panthers.
Here's Joy Milkey in the 6-hole today. She takes strike 1 over the heart of the plate, maybe a little below that middle range. Milkey is hitting .312, someone that Coach Hines brought up to me in the pregame show. Said it helps when the bottom half of your order still has a ton of 300-plus hitters. The depth of this lineup, top to bottom, has been advantageous for him as a field manager as Milkey swings through strike 2. Said he's got options all over. He never really feels like he has to put a ton of pressure on 1 or 2 players. About 5, 6, or 7 of them can usually step up. It's going to take a whole village today. 0-2. Misses low and outside. Zick nibbling away. The righties 1-2. Head-high fastball, wave and a miss. There's strikeout number 3, and she's getting into her groove.
You said a low 60s, that thing elevates, comes in eye level, all of a sudden it jumps up on you 3-4 inches, and there's just nothing you can do there.
Had a bit of a rise ball effect on that one. You can tell Zick is really good at manipulating her pitches. She doesn't just have one fastball. There's different shapes and sizes with each one. Damon steps up and watches strike 1 buzz over the heart of the plate. It's 0-1 with 2 down. We're scoreless between Oregon and Beaver Dam here in the bottom of the second frame. Zick gets back to work. Her 0-1, wave and a miss for strike 2. Now you want to talk about a different level of accuracy. Simpson's got her placement behind the plate. I don't know if I've seen her have to reach or move her glove at all from where she's intending to catch that softball.
No, the battery's been in tandem so far.
Yeah. And there's the announcer's jinx.
You know
she had to go up and snatch a ball high and outside. It's 1-2.
Thank you for that, because I felt like last week it was me nonstop, so I'm really appreciative that it was you that kind of got the...
You passed the baton.
I needed to this week.
Zick against Damon. Here's the 1-2, wave and a miss. And that is strikeout number 4 through 2 innings. We are scoreless on your Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All scoreboard. Oregon brings the bats out when we come back on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
In baseball and personal injury law, winning matters. And at Gruber Law Offices, we fight and we win. Real cases, real results. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
Both pitchers have faced one more than the minimum through 2 innings. We enter the top of the third frame. It's Lavoie, Radke, and back to the top of the order with Monte. A.J. Lavoie gets a second shot here as Avery Prescott was nabbed trying to take third to end the top of the second. Jolka buzzes strike 1 over the outer third of the plate. It's 0-1.
liking the aggressive approach from Jolka early, too. A lot of first pitch strikes. He's got a fake bunt there with the foul tip to make it 0-2. And another one, getting after, get up in the count early. Only one time we've seen a 3-ball count to this point to Panthers offense.
Yeah, she's been filling up the zone. 0-2, high and outside. That seems to be the 0-2 pitch. Try and get them to wave it something away. No strong contact. And it's 1-2 on Lavoie, the designated player for today. Number 3 steps back in and stares at the 1-2 that skips about 6 inches in front of the plate and is scooped up on a backhand by a shave. It's 2-2. Righty-righty matchup. 2-2 misses low and outside.
It's a good take there. That one a little higher than that last one. Second pitch was a little bit easier to take there. Now you run that count full. Got to go right back after the hitter again.
Payoff pitch from Jolka. Strike 3 on a swing and a miss. And we've got one down here in the top of the third. That's the second strikeout of the evening for Emma.
Yeah, got 2 of those low off-speed pitches. Then you go back high, change that eye level, change that speed, go back with the fastball. Too hard to catch up.
Kaylee Radke takes strike 1 in on the hands. Back to work is Jolka. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Had a little glove side tail to it on the end.
You remember playing, too, where you have somebody on the other side that you know is a fantastic pitcher.
Yeah.
You're in the circle yourself now. It's that 0-2 pitch outside. I'm doing your job on my fault.
There you go.
Screw that up there. What I will say, though, is you remember those times where it brings the best out of you as a competitor, too.
You play up to your competition.
100%.
1-2 is skipped back up the middle, just past the second base bag. It floats into center field, and a single for Kaylee Radke as Jolka gives up a couple of hits the first time through the order, but still relatively impressive.
Yeah, just not super hard hit, but right up in that perfect spot, finds the middle through the defense. Now you're going to have that runner on first. Last time we saw this, we got a bunt attempt from the Panthers, moved that runner over.
Playing a little small ball. That's what they've been trying to do to get out in front early. Annika Monte warming up outside of a left-handed batter's box as Coach Merckx puts a courtesy runner over on first base. That is Addison Leatherberry. Nice last name.
Yeah, I like that. Leatherberry.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy for us to remember.
Yeah. That's a softball name. 1 on, 1 down for Jolka here in the top of the third. We are scoreless on your Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Monte steps up, Leatherberry over on first. And Monte swipes at the first pitch and fouls it off the left side of the screen just behind herself. The count is 0-1.
Yeah, we saw the corners playing about 2 steps in off the base, at least over there at third. Lumen's about only a step in at first base. No bunt there on the first pitch.
Monte pops this one to shallow center field. Bryant's got the call and the basket catch for out number 2. Annabelle Monte steps up with a runner on first and 2 down. She grounded out back up the middle to Jolka. We saw the quick reflexes of Emma on display for the second out of the first inning. Her first pitch back up the middle again. This time it gets past the outstretched glove of Jolka. She tried to nab that one behind the back. That would have been pretty impressive. Came up empty.
Yeah, that time just about 6 inches to the other side of Jolka. Again, hard hit right up the middle. Jolka not able to spear that one, but now for the third straight time, you were going to see the Panthers with an opportunity with 2 outs with the runner at second base. Golden Beavers have been able to get out of it in the first 2 innings.
Yeah, so far, Emma's been successful working with some traffic on the base paths. Now she faces a scenario with runners on first and second. Carly Zick steps up and takes the off speed low and off the plate to make the count 1-0. We are scoreless here in the top of the third. Emma checks the wristband and delivers the 1-0. Soft ground ball off the plate, dead ball, counts 1-1.
And just off the inside of the foot of Zick there, kills it right away. Opportunity to help her own cause today. On the other side,
and she was the first base runner for this starting lineup, walked and then was stranded on second back in the first. She takes ball 2, low and just inside. Jolka has shown the poise so far. Another long check down at the wristband. Gets her pitch, comes home. Hard contact off the right side of the screen. Fouled off nonetheless by Zick as number 14 steps outside, takes a nonchalant practice swing, and steps back in. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count with 2 down and runners on first and second. Julka trying to escape and keep the score a scoreless tie. 2-2. Wave and a miss on a ball that skips in front of the plate. Shave nabbed it, tagged the runner, and Julka meanders around 2 different runners. We head to the bottom of the third, scoreless on your Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All scoreboard here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV.
You know that old Wisconsin saying, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. Well, JB Mechanical is here to ensure your home's heating and cooling system is ready for all of it. As your trusted local HVAC expert, JB Mechanical installs top-of-the-line systems to keep your home comfortable no matter what Mother Nature throws at you. From chilly mornings to warm afternoons, they've got you covered with precision, care, and expert service. Invest in your comfort today and give JB Mechanical a call. Online at jbmechllc.com. Your proud trained dealer.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
On to the bottom of the third. No score yet. 2 hits for the Panthers. The Golden Beavers still searching for their first in now 9 innings of work against Carly Zick, and she's made it feel like work. She's got 4 strikeouts today, had 13 the first time through. So that's 17 Ks for the Division I recruit to the University of Villanova through 9 frames against this Golden Beavers team. Not by any means an easy offense to go up against. This is the same squad that a little under a month ago against DeForest put up 25 runs.
Yeah,
So
and just a few days before that, I think it was a 21 or 22
Yes.
spot.
8, 9, and 1 due up. Shave, Bader, and then back to the top with Julka. Jillian Shave steps up from the right side and swipes through strike 1. 4 strikeouts through 2 innings today. A hit by pitch, relatively controversial one at that. It took a little conference over at first to confirm it. The only blemish for Zick today. 0-1, taken just low as Simpson tried to stretch the bottom of the strike zone, but to no avail. It's 1-1.
You've seen now a few times now as we're working into the third, that fastball goes right after you on the first pitch, then change that eye level again, go lower. There, a good take there from Shave.
1-1, tries to go outside and just misses. A rare 2-1 count here against Jillian Shave as Zick has been in the driver's seat through the first couple of frames. Neutral count here. Long stare in from number 14. She delivers. That's low and in on the hands and fouled off the right side of the screen. Jillian draws a 2-2 count. I mentioned before, Oregon is 9-0 against the Badger Large. Might be wondering, what's the discrepancy in these games, right? Are they winning by a lot, a little? 74-17 is the total score there against conference opponents through 9 games. They have been obliterating teams. 2-2 is fouled off.
It's like a 8-1-ish kind of score a game. Or
essentially,
8,
right?
Yeah.
8-2?
8-2, yeah.
So you look back at the 4-0 game for an offense that's been so prolific for Beaver Dam, but you bring a stat like that up and go, they played with them.
You heard Coach say it. They played well in that game.
2-2 misses just below the zone. A 3-2 count for Jillian Shave.
They had good approaches. They didn't allow that big inning from the Panthers on the other side. Never more than one run in a frame.
Payoff pitch from Zick. Low and in on the hands. A blooper towards first. Shaw nabs it out of the air on the run. And it is 1 down here in the bottom of the third frame.
No, but you'll take that too. You fight that count full. You get good contact
good at bat.
there. You're good at bat. And gonna get a second chance at her here, and who knows? Hopefully sooner rather than later.
And one of the things he said they've got to hope for too, just to be realistic. Got to hope she makes a mistake at some point. You can hit the ball as hard as much as you want, but when someone's throwing at that velocity and right on cue, she buzzes strike 1 by Brinley Bader, who faces Zick for the first time today. Excuse me. at some point you just have to hope for a mistake. She leaves something over the plate with not as much velocity. Or you catch her. 0-1, Bader not able to do so there. It is 0-2 with one down.
Well, it's the thing that they always would tell us when we were growing up. Faster it comes in, faster it goes out.
It is true. Just got to hit it first. That's tough. 0-2. There's a Division I fastball right over the heart of the plate. Bader is retired, and the first time through the order, Zick goes 5 of 9 on strikeouts. First one looking. Bader watched a couple of those buzz by. Trying to time her up, and here is Emma Jolka for the second time today. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Emma. It's a letter high strike. She flew out to third. Fouled out to third. Radke was able to track down Jolka's fly ball back in the first frame. 0-1. Hard ground ball back up the middle. Nabbed by Zick. She tosses to first. 1, 2, 3 for the second frame in a row. We are scoreless after 3 to the top of the fourth. When we return, it's the middle third due up for the Panthers here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV.
Thinking about selling your home in 2025? Well, unless you have a crystal ball or a time machine, it's best to start planning now. At Kladowski Real Estate, we don't bite, we don't pressure, and we definitely don't make you sign anything in blood. Just a relaxed chat about your real estate questions, dreams, and wants, even the weird ones. Spring market's here, and it's the perfect time to get ahead of the game. At Kladowski Real Estate, people are the priority, and we've got answers, snacks, and probably too many pens. Call today and let's talk real estate. Kladowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
Play garage music.
Silica can make any home a smart home. Whole home wiring, speakers, and smart control make your home an oasis that anticipates your every need. Whether you're seeking comfort, entertainment, peace of mind, inspiration, or just a moment of tranquility. Existing or new construction, Silica has the skill to make any home a smart home. Silica for your home.
The Jolka versus Zick battle continues as we enter the top of the fourth frame. If that's what you tuned in for, that is exactly what you've got. A pitcher's duel here between Beaver Dam and the undefeated Oregon Panthers. We are scoreless after 3 frames. Entering the top of the fourth frame, Beaver Dam is hitless and Oregon has a couple on Emma, but scoreless nonetheless. It is 4, 5, and 6. Simpson, Prescott, and Cook do up, and Simpson takes ball 1 low and outside on a fastball that skids away from the outstretched glove of Jillian Shave. It's 1-0.
Yeah, this is now the 11th inning that these teams have played each other to share. Again, Oregon, they scored 4 runs in that first game, but it was only 1 run per of those frames.
The 1-0 is fouled off down the right side. Decent contact. Bader went after it, but that ball sliced a good 15, 20 feet foul just beyond the border of this field by the fencing.
Reason I bring that up, though, is just because we saw fundamental defense from the Golden Beavers. We saw good pitching from the Golden Beavers. You're giving yourself a chance when you shorten the game like you have to this point.
Yes. Beautiful changeup from Jolka. Unfortunately, dropped a little bit too much the last couple of feet before the plate, and her 1-1 misses low. The count is 2-1. Another check of the wristband. Jolka's back to work. 2-1. Fastball. She speeds it up high and away, and that is ball 3 on Tegan Simpson, who grounded out to second to end the first frame. End the top of the first frame, I should say. Hitters count here for Simpson, the starting catcher for the Panthers. 3-1. Line back up the middle and into right center. Bryant has to watch that one track all the way to the wall. Simpson slides feet first into second for the first extra base hit of the day, and that is the hardest hit ball we've seen by far.
Yeah, that was roped out to right center. Cleanup hitter doing her job there. Runner on second now. Opportunity to get that first run across. If we saw a little bit of small ball early in this game, you see Lumen's about 5-10 feet in over at first.
Curious to see if we see any more small ball here. Now you've got a runner on second with nobody out. Scoreless, halfway home in this one. Avery Prescott steps up. She's singled to lead off in the second, and she takes ball 1 up and in. Just thinking about Simpson when she was up there, the starting catcher. How does that hand feel after 3 innings, sometimes 7 innings of catching fastballs from Carly Zick? That'd be a little extra padding in that glove, you hope, even for a catcher's mitt, as the 1-0 clips the zone but falls out of the glove of Shave. It's 1-1. Runner on second, that is Simpson. Prescott digs back in. Jolka toes the rubber and comes home. That's fouled off the foot of Simpson. 1-2.
Big opportunity here for Emma to possibly get a strikeout. You go get that first out here, keep that runner at second. You can trust that defense again, pitch for contact. Not worry about giving up that first runner when you have someone on the other side that's pitching as dominantly as she has.
Here's the 1-2. Changeup that is floated into right center field. Bryant's in on it, tracks it, and makes the grab. I was just about to say, weak fly ball or strikeout are probably your best friends here, and that was shallow enough to the point that Simpson had to stay parked at second.
Yeah, good pitching again. Kept that on the outside part of the plate. Helped kind of guide that hitter to push that ball up in the air. Soft contact.
Almost had to hold the swing back there.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Rachel Cook, the lefty, with 1 out and a runner on second. She quickly bunts up the third base side. Throw on to first from Fakes is in time, but the bunter did her job. Simpson advances to third with 2 down.
Yeah, now you're looking at a possibility where a pass ball, wild pitch might be able to give you a lead if you're the Panthers. But if you flip it and you look at that from the Golden Beavers' perspective, you're thrilled. Take that second out. All you need that force now. Get that out at first base. Still no blood out there.
And both sides are probably happy with what's happened there, as Beaver Dam's recorded 2 outs and only given up 60 feet, but Oregon's the first team to put a runner on third today. And it comes with Evelyn Lavoie coming up to the plate with dangerous intention. She fouls the ball off the top of the screen for strike 1.
With dangerous intentions, I like that.
Got to score.
Oh, no. I imagine I've got a similar thing. We might be
we're gonna get
a little sunburned today. Nicely done.
Yep. Change up, liner over the glove of the shortstop in Damon, and Oregon is on the board. It's 1-0 here in the top of the 4th on your Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All scoreboard. The RBI going to the shortstop for the Panthers and Evelyn Lavoie.
Yeah, just clearing Damon at short there by about 8 to 10 feet. And just hit well enough to get over the shortstop's head and not well enough to hang up there long enough to get the Golden Beavers out of it.
Just floated over Damon. She got up there, missed it by probably a foot to a foot and a half, gave it a good effort. A.J. Lavoie steps up, shows bunt, and fouls it off for strike 1. So the Panthers scratch a run across here in the top of the 4th. They take a 1-0 lead in this pitcher's duel. They've got one of the best in the state at their disposal, now operating with a lead for the first time today. The 0-1 misses low. It's 1-1. Lavoie struck out swinging to start things off in the top of the 3rd. The runner on first is the other Lavoie and Evelyn. Strike 2 taken. Throw on down to second is late. Location of the throw was good. Shave was just a little late, and I think that's also because Evelyn got a really nice jump.
Heck of a throw there by Shave, though. Get it strong side. Just, again, good jump. Able to put that potential 2 or second run at second base here with 2 outs.
And you've got Carly Zick in the circle. I feel like every run feels like 2 or 3. The 1-2 just misses outside for Jolka. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And that runner on second, Oregon has already scratched 1 run across in this half of the frame. 2-2. Taken high and inside. A little bit of chin music. A payoff pitch on the way. Jolka toes the rubber. Her 3-2. Wave and a miss. Minimal damage. But the Panthers score on an RBI single from Evelyn Lavoie to score Tegan Simpson. It's 1-0. We are halfway home. Bottom of the 4th when we return on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV.
Hey there, I'm Ryan, and I need to tell you everything you're missing out on. At the end of a long day, there is no better way to decompress than cozying up in your reclining chair or sectional.
You've got that right. It's lifestyle. We believe everyone should have the most comfortable and convenient options to recline, relax, and recharge.
That's right. At Slumberland, we've got 0% interest financing, free delivery, and we carry the biggest brands and mattresses like Sealy, Nectar, Purple, and Tempur-Pedic.
I'm Stacy, the girl next door with the big box store, and we look forward to seeing you at Slumberland Furniture.
White Construction is cheering on our student athletes in the community, and they want you on their winning team too. They're expanding and looking for passionate individuals who want to build their future as a team. Join a company that values teamwork, excellence, and community spirit. They're now hiring for multiple positions around Wisconsin, including general labor, fieldwork, and heavy equipment operators. Visit congruix.com to apply today and step up to the plate with White Construction. Let's build something great together.
Oregon 1, Beaver Dam 0 as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. An Evelyn Lavoie RBI single in the top of the fourth is the difference, as Beaver Dam is looking for a response, and still their first hit. It's 2, 3, and 4 due up. Bryant, Fakes, and Kujabuski. Arguably the most dangerous part of the order, with their second opportunity to face Zick. And Maddie Bryant, who struck out swinging in the first, watches strike one buzz by. The 0-1 from Zick. Hard ground ball, back up the middle. Nice backhand play by Monte. Throws on to first, it's safe. And that should do it. First hit of the game for Beaver Dam.
Yeah, that's that. I know that feels good.
Monkey off the back.
Monkey off the back is right. I know that when working on the 11th inning, so you're talking about 30 outs recorded before that first base hit, I know that had to just feel like, she's human.
Yeah, that was probably a top-of-mind thought in that dugout there until that hit. Nice job by Bryant. Good play overall. Monte had a tough play. She was tracing away from first, kind of had to do a Derek Jeter-style throw across her body and made the throw just about a half-step tardy. Kendall Fakes operates with a runner on first and swings through strike one. Zick is quickly back to work. Her 0-1 is fouled up and over the screen, just a bit left, as Kendall Fakes, who was hit by a pitch back in the first, got under that one. A sigh of relief for Quinn Hines' squad. As you said, right? She's human. We are able to make pretty good contact off her once in a while here. 1-0 ball game. Important to capitalize here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-2.
Well, you're right. You get the monkey off your back, but now it's shift the attention. Now let's find a way. Let's get that runner over. Get that runner second. You're only a run out of this game. It's not like this is anything crazy now. It's
1-2. Sliced down the left field line. It is foul and beyond the glove of a running Prescott.
Find a way to put this ball in play. Make that Panthers defense make a play now. Haven't been asked to do a lot with people on base. It changes things a little bit for those fielders as well.
Yeah. Zick's been so efficient today. Lefty-righty matchup. 1-2 to Fakes. High fly ball. Deep left field. Tracking back on it is Prescott. She makes the catch. Had to battle the sun a little bit there, but reels it in nonetheless for out number one. Nice contact, though.
Good contact. 2 strikes, shorten that swing up a little bit. Just a little underneath that one.
Here's the power bat on this team. You could say that for a couple of different names, but so far, Chloe Kujabuski, the only multi-home run hitter through 17 games and some change for Beaver Dam. 2 long balls, 12 RBI. Nice opportunity here. If you ever need someone to put the ball at least in the gap, Chloe's got good chances of it. She takes strike one over the heart of the plate. Upper half. 0-1 the count with a runner on first and 1 down. Long pause from Zick. Her 0-1 misses low. 1-1 on Kujabuski, who flew out to right field to end Beaver Dam's chances in the first frame. Golden Beavers getting that first hit of the game from Maddie Bryant to lead off here in the bottom of the fourth. 0-1, tough pitch, low and inside. It cut in on the hands of Kujabuski, and she came up empty. It's 1-2.
Saw good contact in that first at bat, too. Probably another one that was about 30 feet shy of the wall in right field.
Number 6 waves the bat over her back shoulder, and she takes ball 2 up and inside. choking up a little bit here.
Like that approach, shorten that swing.
Here's Zick's 2-2. Wave and a miss. Beautiful pitch. And the 6th strikeout already through 3 2/3. 2 down, and 2 down in a row since the leadoff single from Matty Bryant. Here's Selly Lumens with a runner on first here in the bottom of the 4th. The lefty takes a head-high fastball for ball 1. Nice bat style. Bottom half is mostly white. Got a black outline in there, and then kind of like a pixelated rainbow decoration on the top towards the barrel.
Well, it looks great on this swing, too. I've really liked Sully Lumen's swing this year. It's kind of got that like big swooping left-handed swing.
Zick goes off speed there and catches Lumens off guard for strike 1. It's 1-1. He's got a home run in this ballpark already.
Love to double that up right here.
Long pause from Zick again. Her 1-1. Fastball low and just outside as Simpson almost did a double take there. He's trying to stretch that zone a little more. It's 2-1. And actually joining Kozhebusky as a multi-home run hitter. Lumens is the other player on this team. She's got 2 of them this year. 7 extra base hits. 2-1. Taken low as Lumens holds up her swing. Almost offered at it. 3-1 hitters count, a rare scenario here. And Beaver Dam also has a runner on base.
Great eye there. I'm interested here. Do you give the green light? I feel like you got to go green light, right?
In this scenario, yeah. It's been tough to get hard contact.
Well, your big bats?
Yeah, going to get one to hit here. 3-1 is taken over the heart of the plate. 3-2. Big pitch coming up. Three 2 from Zick.
Good eye.
Just low for ball 4.
So I got excited on you there, Corey. That was good take. Now you got first and second again.
Bryant gets into scoring position. First time Beaver Dam's had a runner in scoring position since the first. Fakes was hit by a pitch, and then Zick got into a bit of a groove. She retired 7 straight. But this inning, Bryant single, had a line out to left. Kozhebusky struck out swinging, and then Lumens draws the first walk for this Beaver Dam offense. Olivia Semrau checks in and operates as a courtesy runner over at first for Lumens. Here's Joy Milkey. One of those depth bats that Coach Heinz was talking about. Helps to have someone in the bottom half of the order hitting north of 300. Joy's one of those players. She takes a healthy cut and fouls that one off the back of the screen for strike 1.
Healthy act, just off of timing a little bit there. I'd get a good, base hit up the, go left center here. A lot of space there. You have the left fielder playing way close to the line.
Don't even have to pipe one here, to be honest. Put one in the outfield. Everyone's running on contact. Have a chance to tie this one up. Milky takes one over the inner third. Low and inside. It clips the corner for strike 2. 0-2. 2 down, runners on first and second. Oregon's up 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Beaver Dam aiming to even this up. Zick aiming to escape and go on to the 5th with a lead. 0-2. Got her looking. Clip the corner up and inside. That is strikeout number 7 for Carly Zick. 1-0 the score on your Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All scoreboard. To the top of the 5th we go here on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate, plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
There's power in your smile. It can make or break a day, start a conversation, even double a dose of courage. Columbus Family Dental is committed to protecting your grin ear to ear. Young and old, orthodontics to cosmetics, we're here to make it that much easier to share your smile. Columbus Family Dental, now accepting every kind of smile.
Knights. It's 9-1 and 2 due up for Oregon, looking for win number 17 in as many tries this season. Kaylee Radke, Annika Monte, and Annabelle Monte due up for an Oregon squad that scratched the first run of the game across in the top of the fourth, thanks to Evelyn Lavoie. And Radke fouls off strike number 1. Getting a little sun today. Maybe a little too much. We'll determine that tomorrow.
You need that base layer, they say.
Of red.
Yeah. We're both Polish. You know how it is. We get red basically when it's like 30 degrees and the sun just has a cloud that's poking around.
Helmet high fastball gets a swing and a miss from Radke, and it's 0-2. Was not thinking I'd get the first sunburn of the year in early May, but we take it. 0-2 misses high and outside.
We earned it.
We did earn it.
It's about time.
We earned the sunburn. I'll bring I thought about it. Thought about bringing it today, and then I was like, nah, it's not going to be that bad. It's up there. 1-2, and Jolka pulls the string on a looking strike 3.
Pulled the string is right, left on the outside corner. Like it too, because we saw it earlier in the game. A lot of those changeups, very competitive pitches, but just staying a little low. They're being able to control it, bring it up a little bit. Just froze that hitter.
It's Annika Monte with 1 down. She shows bunt at the last second and fouls it off down the left side. 5 strikeouts for Jolka. 7 so far for Zick through 4 frames. Monte has a couple of flyouts today, 1 to third, 1 to center. She walks through ball 1 as it fades low and outside. 1-1 the count with 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Third check of the wristband by Jolka, her 1-1. Slapped up the left side, worm burner to Damon. She chucks on to first and gets the runner by maybe, and I mean maybe, a quarter of a step.
Tight play at first. Strong throw by Addie Damon. Very, very tight play over at the bag.
Bang, bang play. Two up, 2 down for Jolka, who seems to be responding well after giving up that single run in the top of the 4th. Her first offering to Annabelle Monte is popped up into right center field. The center fielder in Bryant jogs to her left and about 15 paces that way makes the grab on the run. And the Panthers go down in order. To the bottom of the 5th we go. It is the bottom 3rd, due up Damon, Shave, and Bader when we come back on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make 1 call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Let's see. What was this?
Do you want me to call Jack?
Yeah. We enter the bottom of the 5th. The Golden Beavers have 7, 8, and 9 due up in the order. That is Damon, Shave, and Bader. The Panthers up 1-0. Second pitch by Damon is blooped into right field, and that carried a bit. Over to the right fielder in Cook. She grabs it off 2 hops. And Addie Damon with the second hit in as many innings for Beaver Dam, a leadoff single. So runner on first with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th frame. First pitch to Shave is taken up high for ball 1. .1-0 from Zick, and a diving play made by Radke, who stormed in from third. Damon
Beaver specializes in caring for adults with complex chronic conditions like hypertension and diabetes. He also offers preventive care, such as routine wellness visits and medication management. To make an appointment with Dr. Rivera or one of the other skilled providers in Beaver Dam, Horicon, and Waupun, call 920-887-5975.
One on, one down. Damon's on first. Shave just threw up a bunt that ended up getting nabbed out of the air by Radke.
All right, let's set the table again once we got a little confusion there.
Kicked the power cord. That's on me.
You're okay.
Runner on first with one down here in the bottom of the 5th. And the first out made by Jillian Shave did everything right. The ball didn't even pop up that much, but Radke sprinted home to make a grab on the fly, and it's 1-0 on Bader here. One 1-0 is taken for a strike, and it's actually a pinch hitter, Jolie Dronick, checking in at that 9 spot. She shows bunt, bunts it up the right side, and that rolls foul.
Hey, great idea, Joel.
1-2 the count with one down. That runner on first is Addie Damon, who registered the second hit of the day for Beaver Dam. Zick's 1-2. Wave and a miss on a letter-high fastball, and that is the 8th strikeout of the evening for the Division I recruit to Villanova. Here's Emma Julka with 1 on and 2 down, and she takes strike 1 over that outer third. Nice arm side run on that pitch by Zick, who is through 4 2/3. She's got 8 strikeouts and is pitching a shutout yet again. She's got 4 of those this year. Strike 2 taken, outer third. Carbon copy of that first pitch. Zick working away. 2 down, runner on first. The 0-2 from the righty. Swung on and missed by Julka. Zick escapes again. We are through 5 to the top of the 6th we go. The Panthers bring the bats back out with a 1-0 lead on your Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All scoreboard. We'll be right back here on Daily Dodge TV at 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
Shop the pig!
Don't get caught with an empty pantry and fridge for the playoffs. Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam and Mayville has you covered. Snacks, liquor, meat, and everything neat. Stop on over for great meals, deals, and more. For any sort of festivities at this time of the year, make your hosting a clutch performance. There's even plenty of goods for games on the road, too. What are you waiting for? Visit your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam and Mayville today. Shop online at foxbrospigglywwiggly.com.
In baseball and personal injury law, winning matters. And at Gruber Law Offices, we fight and we win. Real cases, real results. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Emma Jolka is back to work as we enter the top of the 6th frame. Oregon holds a 1-0 lead. They scored that one in the top of the 4th. Here on your Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All scoreboard. Tough part of the lineup to meander through the third time. It is Zick, Simpson, and Prescott. Zick fouls the first pitch she sees off down the right side. It's 0-1. Here's Jolka's 0-1. Taken just outside for a ball.
Yeah, we've been spoiled today. Great pitchers duel out here.
Oh, yeah.
Both pitchers working their way fast through these lineups.
Hard ground ball through the wickets. Jolka avoids the contact, but Zick gets the single. She's on base for the second time in 3 tries. Leadoff single for the Panthers. The first pitch to Tegan Simpson rises up and away and gets away from Shave. Carly Zick steals second on takes second on the wild pitch. Good chance here for Oregon to build on this slim lead. Weak ground ball up the right side, only plays it first. Semrau takes it and successfully tosses to Lumens. One down, Zick advances to third.
A good piece of hitting. Hit that to the right side of the infield. Move that runner up to third. Need that insurance run if you're an Oregon fan. 2 innings left. I know that you have one of the better pitchers in the state in the circle, but only 1 run. That feels a lot different than 2. If you get a second one in Golden Beavers here, maybe have a play at the plate.
It does. Here is that ground ball up the middle. They're taking the play at home. Got her. Damon threw it home. Zick got nabbed. Nice tag by Shave. That was deep in the hole, too.
Deep in the hole. It's strong throw home. Bang, bang play at the plate. And now all of a sudden, like that brings you. You're still within 1 run now.
That's a big play. Close play at that, too. 6-2 on the putout. Prescott is now over on first thanks to that fielder's choice. Rachel Cook offers up at the first pitch she sees, and the lefty comes up empty. 0-1 the count with 2 down here in the top of the 6th with a runner on first base. Jolka's got to feel a lot better about her situation now. 0-1, taken high and outside for ball 1.
Again, it's so big. You keep it down to 1 run.
That could go down as the play of the game, depending on what happens.
Opportunity, just get something on. Just put the ball in play. You can have weird things happen. 2 innings left.
1-1, in on the knuckles and fouled off the back screen. The count is 1-2.
Still got to go get that third out here now.
I give Jolka some reassurance, knowing she's got a sure-handed defense behind her today. Relatively clean game for both sides. Even the hits have been well earned. 1-2, wave and a miss, and that is strike 3 and out 3. And the score is still 1-0, courtesy of the arm of Addie Damon. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Beaver Dam still looks to respond here on Daily Dodge TV at 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
You know that old Wisconsin saying, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. Well, JB Mechanical is here to ensure your home's heating and cooling system is ready for all of it. As your trusted local HVAC expert, JB Mechanical installs top-of-the-line systems to keep your home comfortable no matter what Mother Nature throws at you. From chilly mornings to warm afternoons, they've got you covered with precision, care, and expert service. Invest in your comfort today and give JB Mechanical a call. Online at jbmechllc.com, your proud trained dealer.
Bottom of the 6th begins. Oregon is up 1-0. It was inches away from being 2-0. Addie Damon to Jillian Shave on a 6-2 putout that cut down Carly Zick. Was trying to get herself a little extra run support, but more often than not, one run has been more than enough for Zick. This year, she's been dominant, and today is no exception. Her first pitch to Maddie Bryant is fouled off down the left side. It's 0-1.
Yeah, but that second time through the order, you got to see some better contact from the Golden Beavers. You got to see that base hit last inning, too. Well-hit ball, one before. You just string together a couple base runners here. Make them feel a little pressure out there in the field.
0-1 to Bryant. Taken hip high, but outside. Maddie registered that first hit of the evening for Beaver Dam in the bottom of the 4th frame. Also struck out swinging back in the first. She is 1 for 2 today. Long charge up and pause from Zick. This one is slapped to center field. Tracking back on it is Monte. She makes the catch. Collapsing into the base of the wall. Full extension for a loud out number 1.
Now it's an exceptional play on the run, going up their full extension. I thought we had a double, maybe even a triple there to get us going here in the bottom of the 6th. And wow, defensive play of the game so far there for the Panthers.
Yeah, Bryant gave that one a ride. It was a warning track shot to almost the deepest part of the ballpark, and Monte got the perfect jump and made the perfect catch on it in this scenario. That would have been trouble for Oregon. One down here, a loud first out. Kendall fakes, takes ball 1, slicing low and inside. Remarkable play by the center fielder. "1-0, this one sliced to deep left field. Prescott takes a knee and makes the grab for out number 2. Beaver Dam starting to line up the Carly Zick fastball a little better, but right at those outfielders, except for that first out. That was not right at Monte. Two up, 2 down, and a couple of deep fly balls. Here's Chloe Kajabuski, who flew out to right back in the first, struck out swinging in the 4th. The score is 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch taken over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Beaver Dam is 5-5 in conference play. They've traded with a couple of teams, Milton being one of those. Went 12-2 in conference play last year, but that top half of the Badger Large has been no joke. Head high fastball pops out of the mitt of Simpson for ball 1, giving you a quick run through the Badger Large. Oregon 9-0 in league play. Watertown right behind them in 8-1. A 3-way tie at 5-5 between Milton, Wanakee, and Beaver Dam. Here comes the 1-1 from Zick. It is perfect for strike 2, middle. After that 3-way tie at 5-5, DeForest is 3-7 along with Monona Grove. Fort Atkinson 1-9 in Badger Large play. 2 down, 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the 6th. And strike 3. Got the signature looking. That is strikeout number 9 for Zick. And we head to the top of the 7th frame. 1-0 Oregon out in front. On your Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All scoreboard here on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
Thinking about selling your home in 2025? Well, unless you have a crystal ball or a time machine, it's best to start planning now. At Kladowski Real Estate, we don't bite, we don't pressure, and we definitely don't make you sign anything in blood. Just a relaxed chat about your real estate questions, dreams, and wants, even the weird ones. Spring market's here, and it's the perfect time to get ahead of the game. At Kladowski Real Estate, people are the priority, and we've got answers, snacks, and probably too many pens. Call today and let's talk real estate. Kladowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
Beaver Beaver Dam starting pitcher in Emma Jolka has been grooving 6 innings of 1-run ball. She steps out into the circle for the 7th time today. Here is a sharp ground ball up the left side by Evelyn Lavoie. It is fakes to lumens like clockwork. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Unfortunately for Jolka, she's facing one of the few pitchers that can outmatch 6 1/3 innings of 1-run ball, and that is Carly Zick.
Yeah, get 2 more outs, though. We're starting to see, again, you mentioned in the bottom of the 6th inning, starting to figure out a little bit more about that fastball. We're going to change out here.
Yeah, better contact as of late. And the pinch hitter for Oregon is Chloe Zadronik, junior pitcher and infielder, and in this case, left-handed pinch hitter with 1 down in the top of the 7th as her offense tries to expand on this 1-0 lead. Lefty-righty matchup. Here comes the righty in Jolka. She skips ball 1, low and outside to make the count 1-0. Emma's been sharp today. One of her best starts and or appearances of the season. She's given her team a chance to win. 1-0. This is low and outside again for ball 2. She's got 6 strikeouts. It's only allowed 6 hits. 1 run has come across. That was in the 4th. 2-0. Misses low. 3-0 count.
No, she's been exceptional today. She's done her job out there. Of course, this is just a very, very talented team to play on the other side, but give yourself a shot going to the bottom of the 7th here, and big 3-0 pitch to come across with a strike.
Yeah, nice work back pitch there from number 3. 3-1 hitters count for the pinch hitter in Zadronik. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Big pitch here for Jolka. Hear the crowd sound starting to crawl up here as we approach the final outs of this one. Wave and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night after being down 3-0 in the count. Jolka gets strikeout number 7. And here is Kaylee Radke stepping into the right-handed batter's box. She's 1 for 2 with a single today. Playing the hot corners, had a couple nice plays. She made that diving grab a couple of innings ago on a bunt attempt. And she takes strike 1 over the heart of the plate. 0-1 from Jolka. Skips in there. Shea blocks it with the left shoulder. Eight hits between these two teams today. Been remarkable on the pitching end. This one's in on the hands. A tough play for Damon. The ball died in front of her. She was able to trap it down and make the throw, get the runner by about a step and a half. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Beaver Dam down to their final 3 outs. It's 1-0. Oregon out in front here on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Thinking about selling your home in 2025? Well, unless you have a crystal ball or a time machine, it's best to start planning now. At Kladowski Real Estate, we don't bite, we don't pressure, and we definitely don't make you sign anything in blood. Just a relaxed chat about your real estate questions, dreams, and wants, even the weird ones. Spring market's here, and it's the perfect time to get ahead of the game. At Kladowski Real Estate, people are the priority, and we've got answers, snacks, and probably too many pens. Call today and let's talk real estate. Kladowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
Are you ready to score big on home comfort? Cheer on our area athletes with McKinstry's Home Furnishings. From plush recliners to luxurious sofas, stylish bedroom sets to cozy area rugs, and all the accessories you need to make your home a winner. Whether you're outfitting your man cave or upgrading your living room with MVP style, McKinstry's has you covered. Game on with McKinstry's Home Furnishings, where winning starts at home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Coach Hines has to feel pretty good about the way his team has played today, but scoring 1 or more here in the bottom of the 7th and handing Oregon their first loss of the season would feel a lot better for a team that's been struggling a little bit, tracking around 500 in conference play. The score is 1-0 if you're just joining us, and we head into the bottom of the 7th frame. Carly Zick has been nearly spotless today. She's given up 2 hits, no runs. She has struck out 9. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Golden Beavers. That's Sally Lumens, Joy Milkey, and Addie Damon as the batting order stands right now.
Selly drew a walk her last at bat.
She steps in from that left side and takes strike one, knee high.
Saw 6 or 7 pitches in that at bat too.
Yes.
Great take on the full count to get over to first.
Was able to work one of the better at bats we've seen today. She drew the only walk we've seen today for Beaver Dam's offense. A 1, wave and a miss for strike 2. Zick has been as advertised today. Hard to understate how routine this has been for her. She's got 4 shutouts just this season alone. 0-2 to Lumens. Fouled off and spoiled down the left side and over the visiting dugout. This job by Selly to stay alive. Two home runs, 13 RBI, 306 hitter. That's Lumens entering today. Again, she's 0 for 1 with that walk drawn back in the 4th. Long pause and charge up by Zick. Her 0-2 misses just outside. Get the upper left-handed motion from the crew chief, implying that ball was off the plate, and it's 1-2 on Lumens. The pitch from the righty, wave and a miss, high heater. Got Lumens to go after it, and that's the 10th strikeout today. Elevated that zone, and then some.
Very, very special stuff that we've seen out there. I can understand it. How many Ks was that so far today, if you have that
That's
number?
10.
So that's 23 now for her through. This is working her 14th inning this year against Beaver Dam. She's just got unreal stuff. There's a reason why Coach said that this is the best pitcher in the Badger Lords right now.
And Coach is going to Aubrey Abfall, a freshman first baseman who has not played like a freshman this year. 383 hitter, 1 home run, 18 RBI. Had a moonshot to center against DeForest in that 25-3 win a couple of weeks ago. She steps up in a pinch hit scenario for Joy Milkey and watches strike 1 buzz by the outer third.
Yeah, we take another moonshot, though.
Yeah, that would. This place would get loud.
Yeah, it would. Although we'll take a bloop single at this point.
Yeah.
Just get runners on.
Get on. 0-1. Swung on and missed as Abfall was a bit behind it, but good hack nonetheless. 15 runs scored, 4 extra base hits, 440 on base percentage. Abfall's putting together a nice freshman year. 0-2, swung on and missed. Their strikeout number 11. 3rd strikeout in a row dating back to that 6th inning for Zick.
How often do you see where a player makes a great play in the field, you turn around, you do something special at the plate?
Yeah.
Addie Damon had that great play at short, gunning down the runner at home to keep this a 1-run game in the 6th. Opportunity now to extend this game.
She's worn a lot of hats, Damon has. She's been arguably their best pitcher this year. She's hit around 300. She takes ball 1 low. I asked Coach Heim just before this game, how do you feel about the multifaceted role that Damon's taken? And he said, I'm so proud of her. He's been so impressed with not only how versatile she's been, but how impressive she's been in each role. Chance to come up big here. She takes ball 2 up high.
Well, she's one of the leaders of this team. We saw it in the hockey season as Beaver Dam girls hockey won their conference tournament. Excuse me.
Yes, went undefeated in conference as well.
Yeah. Forgot how to talk there, Corey.
2-0 from Zick. Misses low. Simpson can't hold on to it. That might have helped the cause. 3-0 the count on Damon, who punched a single into the outfield back in the 5th inning. And a clutch hitter for this team in the bottom half of that lineup. See if the green light's on. Or if it's just get on. 3-0, taken high. Red lights all around. Runner on first for Beaver Dam. So Addie takes first. Here is Jillian Shave. Had that nice tag at the plate to keep this a 1-run ball game. Just an inning ago.
Good call.
Had a line out to 3rd. Made some good contact today. Runner on first, 2 down. Long charge up from Zick again, and she pulls the string for strike 1. 0-1 the count on Jillian Shave. Big spot here against the top-tier pitcher. And ball one, taken up and in. Seen Beaver Dam be so aggressive today. Started to make some harder contact, and now the patience, at least in the last at-bat or so, paying off, extending this game a little bit. 2 down, runner on first, the 1-1. High chopper, up the left side. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop in Lavoie. She throws to first and got her. And a loud cry comes from Zick, who has shut out Beaver Dam again. Your final on a bang-bang play from short to first is 1 for Oregon, 0 for Beaver Dam. A true old-fashioned pitcher's duel. The 1 run scored in the top of the 4th. The lone run in this one as the Panthers remain perfect. And through 17 games, they've matched their win total from all of last year.
Wow, you got to give them credit. That was tight play there at the end. Wish that you just got one more batter. Get that run. It looked like we were going to have Eddie Damon on third if she was able to beat that out.
Had some theatrics there.
Had some theatrics, but you got to give a lot of credit to that Panthers team. There's a reason they're undefeated, but there's a reason that the Golden Beavers have played them as tight as they have this year. This is 2 very high-level teams.
That might have been, very well could have been, the toughest game that Oregon's had to play all year long.
1-0 again. You had a chance there. Man, I'm telling you, that was a bang-bang play. Hard working, and there's much brighter days ahead. 1-0 loss today, but a lot to be excited for with this Golden Beavers program.
Zick registers her 5th shutout of the season. That's the 7th for this Panthers team. Final line score for you. Clean game. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors for Oregon. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Golden Beavers. Zick's going to get the win. Jolko will fall to 3-4. Don't be deceived. That was a remarkable performance from Emma today. Just got, I don't even want to say got beat, but you did. You went up against.
Technically get the loss.
Right. Go up against a Division I arm, and Beaver Dam's got a lot to be proud of, not only on the defensive end, but having better approaches today. Got that monkey off the back about halfway through the game. With a nice single up the right side by Maddie Bryant. Had good contact again, a couple of lineouts. Bryant hit a missile to right center. There is an argument to be made that Monte saved the game in right center on that outstretched play off the warning track that would have surely been at least 2 bases, if not 3 for Bryant.
And it was a leadoff play, too. You're talking about you would have had the runner on at second or third, nobody out there in the bottom of the 6th. Sometimes it just doesn't work that way. Very, very strong defensive play from Oregon, and got to tip your hat again. And again, is there a reason why this team hasn't lost a game? Cleaning the field, fantastic pitching, and situational hitting. Golden Beavers will be back.
So Oregon improves to 17-0, 10-0 in conference play. Just 4 Badger Large games remain for them to finish out their season undefeated in league play and get that Badger Large crown. Beaver Dam 10-8 now, 5-6. Kind of trading with a couple of these teams. They do get swept by a very impressive Panthers team by a combined score of 5-0 through a couple of softball games. Spring sports on Daily Dodge TV at 1430. ESPN Beaver Dam have been brought to you by JB Mechanical, Gruber Law Offices, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch, the Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for Your Home, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, Marine Park Technical College, White Construction, and Spartan Flooring. Thank you so much to Aiden Voigt, our video engineer here, grinding it out with us here on a pretty nice day and a pretty quick game, all things considered. Thank you to Jack Wilski back at the 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam radio station. Wally Lukashinsky, your color commentator. And for all 3 of you who did a remarkable job tonight, Corey Sparks signing off. 1-0 your final. Beaver Dam falls to Oregon. Have a wonderful night, everybody.